Hey everybody. This week our intro is a little different. We got some very sad news that a friend of ours, a good friend of ours, we know him as Johnny Rowe or John Rosenberger, comedian here in New York and really great guy, passed away unexpectedly. And so it felt a little strange, I think, for us all to chat about what happened to us this week, because that's certainly been most of it. And I think we just want to take a moment to kind of give him a little time here, which he more than deserves. And you may not have known him. You may have actually met him if you came to, I think, our live show, or if you came to some of the shows that I've put on. There's a good chance he may have been working the door. And that was the sort of stuff. I mean, he was really great friend to a lot of people. He's been, people throw around the term pillar of the community. I think kind of a little cliche, but he 100% was that, in that, a huge amount of New York comedy and friendships here. Really, he was instrumental in being supporting and being, like a lot. I think the thing was, if you didn't know him, he was a friend to everybody, and in a real way, in that, especially as you get older, you realize it can be very hard to show up for people. And I don't think I've ever met anybody that showed up for people the way and as frequently as he did. And I think that's something that, if there's any silver lining, which there really isn't with this sort of stuff, it feels like, is that we can all take that and, think about what we can do for our friends and make sure to be there for the people that, we're close with. And, he just was kind of ever present and a positive part of, really, I think, everyone's life that he ever met in a very real way. So,
yeah, I think the thing that really stands out to me about John is he was such a good friend to so many people in a really true, non-politicky way. He was not, he asked nothing from people. He just really took kindness and support and empathy as like a real kind of duty. And I think, like, sometimes it's really easy to just characterize those people as like uniquely gifted and special. And in a lot of ways, Johnny was, but he was also just somebody who made a choice to do that and to be that for so many people. And I think that's like something that I really take away from knowing him. And I think everyone who knew him, who is feeling so much grief right now, is taking that from him, because like that is the way that he was in the world. And he really modeled a really special way to be. And he's also somebody who, like, I felt this, and seeing people talk about him, I didn't realize how many other people felt this way. I think it's just one of those things where you assume that everyone else is totally socially comfortable all the time, and you're the only person who ever feels uncomfortable and awkward. But like, when I would be at a show where I didn't know a lot of people and he was there, I would feel such relief and such joy of, like, in any situation where I was uncomfortable, I'd be like, well, Johnny's here. Like, it's going to be fine. I'm going to have a good night. I can always catch up with this guy and have a great time. And he was often there. Like, he really was so supportive. He was at everything. And he was just someone you were always so happy to see. And everybody felt that way about him. Like, any positive stuff you see about him is true and an understatement. Like, he was just a really, really wonderful presence and wonderful person.
Yep. He's something that's been really striking for me is, sort of it was across all sort of comedy cliques or whatever. This is like any kind of scene like this, but I mean, he was like totally beef free. You know what I mean? Like everybody
Truly
loved Johnny. You know what I mean? Like, there was no, there were no bad feelings at all. And it was just, yeah, I mean, it truly, and it was being somebody, who was not really super in on a lot of stuff. I remember kind of being like, who's this guy who, like, everyone seems to know? Like, I don't know. Is he a comic? Like, what's, and he was a comic, but he was also just just like a great presence to have around at places. And he went to shows he was not on.
Yeah.
You know, obviously many. He went to people's tapings. He went to, I think he did the door, at least one of our live pod recordings at the Gutter. Really just, you know, a true light in an often dark space, you know, literally and figuratively. Just a really sad time. Tell people that you know, I mean, that is something he said when he was around, but, you know, tell people that you love them, you know. He was very open about that kind of stuff. And, that's something that I think people can learn to do more, and that you appreciate them.
Yeah. So thank you, listeners, for letting us remember a really great guy. And I hope you can.
He has a really funny story about a barn he had. That's a bit that I saw floating around somewhere on Instagram.
That's right.
All this aside, he was also a really funny dude. That's the other thing. You know, obviously, on top of all this, you know, not to just be, you know, he was so nice. He was a very funny guy.
He was really funny.
And always you knew a good time was sort of coming when you were kind of all in the mix. In that situation. There is a GoFundMe for memorial expenses, and I think they're gonna get a bench in McCarran Park, which is one of his favorite places, which I think is really nice. We'll put that in the description. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you letting us remember our friend.
Welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast counting down everything this week that made you say, what a time to be alive. And now, Patrick Monahan, Kath Barbadoro, and Eli Uden.
Folks, welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast that counts down the thing. Each week they make you say the thing that's the title of the podcast. I'm Patrick Monahan.
I'm Kath Barbadoro.
I'm Eli Uden.
We're doing numbers, folks.
Yeah.
You heard us talk already.
We'll cut into it.
That's right. Number 5 comes to us from... wait, hold on. I didn't write it. I wrote the name of the play.
I've got it. Iguana Helium Cube.
Iguana Helium Cube. Thank you. I wrote the name of the play, which is Romeo and Juliet. This is a story from the stage. Story from the stage in Turkey.
Treading the boards.
Exactly. A play by the bard, no less. Yeah.
Oh, a bit of the bard. Oh, the bard.
A bit of the bard.
My goodness, who wrote this play? The bard himself?
Not the bard himself. Unfortunately, he's gone. Do you know there's like all that like controversy about how he like might not have written the stuff?
Yeah, they think he's like an amalgamation. He's some sort of playwriting tulpa that was created by many plays pushed together and knowledge.
Yeah, some people think he's a tulpa. Some people think he was secretly this like earl or duke or something, which is like kind of a fucked up theory because it's like a poor person couldn't have written these.
Yeah.
It's a little...
He's trying to do like when Stephen King published the books under a different name, where he's like, I want to be known not just because I'm an earl or a duke, but just on the quality of my playwriting. Right. So he's using a fake name.
Kind of worked a little bit.
Yeah. The alternative is like, well, William wrote some makeup up Saturday day, didn't he? It's like a very, but I mean, it's kind of like with Homer too, right? There's a certain amount of just like, you like can't believe that this, you know, and Homer obviously is like an oral tradition. It's a little different.
Yeah, I feel like Homer's a little different,
but like
they didn't like find copies,
right? But
and they don't have like a gravestone of his, you know?
Right? But there's a certain amount of just like
similar vibe.
You can't like this couldn't have been one person. Like, come on, like or this couldn't have been who they say it was. Like, there's no way. Like, it's too totemic a thing. You know what I mean? To have been sort of come out of one.
They need to uncover some.
Like, it is what all of. Like, it's what like stories are based on. Like, I was saying this about the Odyssey movie, where it's like they're making a movie of a book about screenwriting or something, because it's just like, this is what all of it is just this
hero's journey.
Nolan,
right?
Yeah, Christopher Nolan's Save the Cat is in theaters now. Yeah, they need to uncover a couple real duds.
Frank Bacon.
When Odysseus displayed hubris, I hated that. I didn't feel that. I felt the arete. I did not. I really didn't feel the nemesis. That's the stuff I don't like.
You're in good company not enjoying it when Odysseus displays hubris with all of the gods who are then furious. So they're in agreement.
People complaining about spoilers. That's coming. That's coming.
That's good. Yeah.
I mean, I think they should have handed it over to Joss Whedon. We really get the are those sirens? What's that song I hear? Just get let's get a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe going on the most classic tale of all time.
I feel like there is kind of that in the original, though. I feel like it would sort of be the ancient Greek equivalent of a Joss Whedon. There's goofy.
How do you say that just happened in ancient?
Yeah.
The Cyclops is right behind me, isn't he?
There is a moment that's kind of like that at the very end of the trailer. It's a little weird. It's I think he's asleep, and then somebody gets grabbed. And I don't know if it's really edited that way in the movie, but it is kind of all right, that's a little strange that we had a little bit of that's not.
There's
Nolan
doesn't
usually try to be too funny. That's not really his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he's I feel like one of the most. I don't even necessarily mean this in a bad way, but one of the most humorless directors we have, and there are kind of goofs in the Odyssey. There's also a John Wick thing where they kill his dog, which I feel for some reason strikes me as very modern or something to be
it's a little different. They don't kill his dog. He his dog dies, but his dog was just, it was a puppy when he left, and then he comes back and the dog is 100 years old and recognizes him, but he can't acknowledge the dog because he's pretending to be a beggar.
Right. Okay.
And so, and he's all the art and stuff. It's an interesting thing because it's
spoiler.
He's spoiler for the Odyssey. He's secretly crying, but he can't let on basically because and the dog then basically
I'm just sad because I'm a beggar.
Right. It's very
my life is hard.
It's very similar. It's very and then his dog kind of sees him and is happy, and then basically and and the dog is in really rough shape. It's kind of it's been cast out. Well, the suitors all cast him out. I mean, he's not 100.
That's what I was thinking of about they kill his dog is they kick him out and he's
kick him out of the house.
It's Fry's dog in Futurama.
Correct, exactly. And then he basically just having seen his master, he then just dies basically. Mm-hmm. And it's that is going to be the thing where you basically want him to turn to the Terminator and kill every single one of these guys in the house. I mean, because
I remember because I was
yep.
I'm always, whether I want to or not, I'm always watching short pieces of John Wick because just by being on YouTube, it's basically the CAPTCHA to log into YouTube is here's some John Wick. I remember it was thinking back before it came out and everyone realized that it kicked ass. One of the things people would make fun of, they're they're supposed to believe you do all this because he kills his dog. And then you look back and it's yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything you can do in a movie to give people more carte blanche to just do anything to somebody. But yeah, it's good. It's good when
emotionally,
it's that Russian guy.
It's for a movie audience, I feel it's even more stakes than if they just killed his wife or something. Because everyone in the audience has had a pet die, probably. Right. Not everyone in the audience has had their wife killed by spies.
And the dog was a posthumous gift from the wife saying you need to love again. They really messed up, man. You gotta.
The guy's got a Shakespeare-ass name too. Aurelio? That could be it. Did they bring whose ship is this? He calls him up. Your son just brought me Odysseus's ship. He's why did you strike my son? He just pulled in here and tried to sell me Odysseus's ship.
I did go into that movie with no expectation. I don't even know if I knew about the dog thing. I can't remember going into it. I had
everybody
no expectations. Well, I saw it in the theater, opening weekend, certainly in the first week or so, and that all happened. And you're wow, okay, I want to see some heads roll here, but also they have the scene where I heard you because John Leguizamo hits the Theon from Game of Thrones, and it's he's the boss's son, you can't hit him, and he's and he calls me. He's I heard you struck my son. And then he's yeah, well, your son destroyed John Wick's car and beat him up and killed his dog. And the guy just goes, oh. And it's okay. I was wait, is this movie good? Hang on, what's happening? What am I witnessing?
And then
right
he does.
now?
One of the rudest things I've ever seen a dude to his son, and we really should do the number, but he gives him a shot of vodka and then immediately punches him in the stomach. And I was like, that's like something that you would do as like part of hazing. That was like the worst.
Terrible
oh
chaser.
my God.
He has the bartender give him a damn cement mixer. You can't do that to somebody. Come on now.
Can't do that. No way.
This was pre-podcast, so who knows what really happened.
Anyway, yes.
The story, what happened? People were treading the boards, doing the bard, one of the classic bards. I think one of the lesser ones, not one of my favorites, but one of the most enduring. Romeo and Juliet. They're doing a performance of it in Turkey. They're doing the ballet Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet has been adapted into every possible medium, I think. Like it's been a ballet, it's been a musical, it's been like a million different movies.
It's been about gnomes, which is not a lot of things are turned into things about
That's
gnomes.
True. That's true.
One of those games where you match three things, and it's Romeo and Juliet there. Every medium, they've made it.
Baz Luhrmann adapted it.
Is there a video game? There should be.
I don't
press A
so,
to take poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kill yourself at the end. It's the winning. You win the game by killing yourself.
They both stand there taking poison damage together. They're like,
Yeah, right. Their HP goes down.
yeah. Romeo has been afflicted.
Flashing green.
So they're doing the Romeo and Juliet ballet, and at the climactic scene where they've just taken poison damage, and Romeo is on the floor. This takes place in Turkey, and there are like two things I know about Turkey. Number one, hair transplants. Number two, they love cats, and there are cats everywhere. And Romeo on stage, great head of hair. This will come into the story in a minute. There's a cat wanders on stage into the climactic scene, the death scene of this, and the cat starts like pawing at Romeo's head and then like playing with his hair and like rolling around. And the video is pretty funny. I do feel bad because everybody is laughing at this happening. Like they are totally taken out of the action of the movie or of the ballet. And I just feel like these people worked very hard, but a cat's gonna steal your thunder.
Romeo's just laying there being like,
yeah.
It's like, aren't you dead? Aren't you dead? Just like somebody yelling from the audience.
He does a very good job. He really doesn't do anything. There's a point at which Juliet tries to sort of drag him away from the cat, which I don't know if that's in the script. I just sent you the video. But yeah, after she does that, the cat kind of loses interest, but he's still chilling on stage. He's just,
He really is just hanging out. That is really something.
It's probably warm under those lights,
He's probably also got his eyes closed because he's a dedicated actor. And so, I mean, unless he saw the cat walking on, he probably is like, he probably just thinks that that his like co-star is like, oh, she's really taking some liberties. She's kind of flexing on this one. She's really using the space.
She's making hay
pawing at my head.
Now, what the listeners can't see is that unfortunately,
licking me with her sandpaper-like tongue.
The mistake they made is that they gave Romeo a Raggedy Andy wig. And it's all yarn, and that's why the cat is going nuts.
Yeah,
because the cat really is going after the hair, having a good time.
Yeah. That I did wonder about that, Eli. Of like, did the actor see the cat before he went down, or is he just like, no matter what happens, I'm dead? Like,
yeah.
This is also, if you live in Turkey, I feel like you just got to be used to this. This just happens. You're like cat where it's not supposed to be. That's every video I see from Turkey is that. So.
At least the cat brought the kept the attention on the main happenings of the play. I feel like it would have been more distracting if the cat was just kind of like wandering around the scenery, because then people aren't watching. Now at least they're watching, and the cat's just part of it. And to be fair, whether it knows it or not, that is probably what a cat would do in that situation. If it was real Romeo, it'd be mess around with his hair and paw at him.
It is something that would happen, yeah. But the cat is very cute. It's very playful. I imagine he's getting some claws in him. So, like, that's gotta not feel awesome, but he's dedicated. Yeah, you hate to have this be the reason people see your performance, but what are you gonna do? It's cute.
You know what they could do a bunch of shows, right? Maybe it'll boost attendance for the remaining. You eat one cat
featuring the debut
blooper. Yeah, put the cat in the playbill.
Yeah,
bring him in.
Well, yeah, this is nice.
Boots. The immediate name. The name for any cat you don't know the name of. Boots. So
you do. I do wonder what like the common cat names are across cultures. Like, I think
Whiskers.
things that sound like. What's the one? There's like an ancient Egyptian cat that they know its name because it's in some inscription. I'm gonna look it up.
I only know the god, right? And I think they weren't naming them Bast. Yeah.
Yeah.
This better not call anything down on me.
Yeah.
Mochi.
It was mochi. Yeah.
They named them all after Japanese food, like Americans. I think there was one named
hieroglyphics
like
for
Sweetie or
Mr.
something.
Pickles are on the wall. This is Mr. Pickles. I feel like Whiskers is high up there, and Boots is probably up there too.
In ancient Egypt, they found a bunch that were just named like Meow, which is cute that they had like pretty much the same sound. But then there's one from 3,500 years ago whose name was Nejem, which basically translates to Sweetie. Sweetie, the ancient Egyptian cat. Yeah.
That's
nice. It's so nice. It's very nice. Yeah, I like this. Let's go to number 4.
I like this.
I like it. Best of
We
luck.
review the news now. That's part of our thing.
Number 4.
Number 4 comes to us this week from Punished Eric in the Discord. This is a story about a bit of stonework, a bit of renovation that maybe was either I would say maybe not completely thought out, or just hopeful that this isn't how it would go, which is I think maybe unwise given the human brain. But this is some updates they've made. This is Spain's oldest hotel, which has got very classic architecture, including everyone's favorite guys to be on a building. That's right, folks. It's gargoyles. It's the little grotesques. It's the little men's and women's and demons and devils that are hanging out. I
if
think
I had
to
to
ward
pick
off
guys to be on a building, that is number 1 with a bullet, for sure.
Nasty little guys.
Uh-huh. And I guess, was that their thing, was to ward off? It's usually to ward something off. They were always trying to ward stuff off back then.
There was a lot of stuff that had to be warded off back then, I mean, we've just sort of let it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I when I was in India, like if they were like building particularly if there was like new construction, but a lot of people left them on their houses all the time. There was like this specific like mask that you would put on your house, and it was like a little like red demon mask. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It's called a Nazar Batu, I think. I'm gonna send you. It's like a cool little demon, but they put it on the house to like keep people from being like, "Oh, that's a nice house. How'd they get that?" Or like, being shitty about it. And I was like, wow, that's so interesting. I've never seen that before. And then I was like, that's a gargoyle. Like, we've all around the world invented gargoyles.
Yeah.
You've decided you got to put a nasty little guy on your house to keep people from doing stuff.
I love this guy. I'm a big fan
He's
of this.
awesome.
Yeah.
If I wasn't like a dumb white person or
Tattoo.
I think it'd be a sick tattoo.
Yeah.
Like, not one I can get, but someone should get it because it's awesome.
Yeah. It's
little demon guy.
If we ever do, like, I feel like if we were to suddenly find out that, ghouls and goblins and spirits were real, we would have to do so much retroactive. Like, we'd be having to put gargoyles on so much stuff that we've just kind of let fall by the wayside. So much warding that we didn't do because we thought that wasn't a thing. We were like, no, we're going to stop warding spirits. We don't think they're real.
Fine.
Back then, they were ready.
We're doing a huge infrastructure project to ward off stuff.
Yeah.
Disclosure Day, but for goblins.
We found out ghosts are real, and now there's like the New York municipal, like, they're handing out witch bags. Like, you have to go pick up witch bags and put them in your wall because they're like, it turns out ghosts are real and nobody is protected.
Emily Blunt on the local news being taken over and saying, "I'll be having that," stuff.
Yeah, it
Disclosure
takes
Day.
over her. I really enjoyed Disclosure Day. I thought it was good, but that third act scene where it's where they release the footage. I was like, this is getting edited into the dumbest shit possible. As soon as this footage is available for people to edit in stupid videos.
That is true. That's true.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
I will, no matter what it is, I will cry a little bit at it. That movie got my ass for sure. So
I teared up a couple times.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen it. They named it something that sounded like something I'd have to do for the government, and then I was like, oh.
It's not.
I
did taxes too recently when they're like disclosure day, and I'm like, this sounds like paperwork.
It's an existing term. I did not know, like the disclosure movement or something. So like it has there's a reason for it to be called that, but it is not the most like magical name, I would say.
That's interesting to know that it's already a term, because I did think it was like sort of strange, because it is said in the movie one time at a very important time. And I was like, did Emily Blunt just brand this? Does she make this up? It was like, I didn't know it was a thing, because it is like an odd phrase. But yeah, man. Spoiler alert: they disclose.
They disclose on a day. Well, speaking of, I don't even have a segue, but these gargoyles. So they're building them up. They got them on this hotel. They got it, and I think there's like the classic gargoyles that everybody thinks of, the ones that, turn into heroes and defend the city in WB original cartoons, I believe was the gargoyles. But there's also a lot of them that I think people don't put in like artful photography, where a lot of them are kind of gross, doing gross stuff. The same way that there's like, everyone thinks it's funny when there's a little cherub that's peeing water in a fountain or something. These went even further.
So a lot of them are like sucking their own dicks and showing you their assholes and
autofellatio. And the second part is this is some of these gargoyles were, effectively a rain spout, and it is what looks like a gargoyle attempting autofellatio here. But the rain, as originally designed, is flowing out of what I would describe as quite large anus carved into the back of the gargoyle. So already, kind of gross. I mean, kind of funny, kind of gross.
Good
I don't like that. I don't like that kind of humor.
Yeah, that's nuts. Should have a little decorum when they make these things.
The one monk who's like dissenting.
Yeah,
like kind of humor.
Come on, man.
Ew, come on, man. He looks over whatever else. You guys are all doing mouths? Oh, okay.
I wonder, because like all this shit takes so long to build. It's like, we don't find that funny anymore. When we started, this was a good bit. It's hack now, but now we're stuck with it.
Yeah. They finished the Sistine Chapel, and they're like, this is actually kind of like not what interior design is into right now. We're kind of have you redo that.
Yeah, the trends have changed.
White? Can we just get flat white?
Can you some shiplap up there? We'll get some of that
Yeah,
going.
we're kind of more in a minimal moment. Yeah, could you like a cool toned gray? That would be excellent.
We're actually going to cover up the Sistine Chapel with just popcorn ceiling. We're just going to put that up there. It's going to look great.
We need to flip this place, We got to make sure it's flippable when we're done with it.
Uh-oh, the Property Brothers descend on Notre Dame. They're redoing the whole thing. They're putting in a reading nook if they're destroying it. But yeah, so they were... retrofitting these gargoyles to make them, I guess, natural. They're built of stone, erosion, all that. They wanted to shore that up. So they've added metal drain pipes to assist with the water drainage here. Now, the problem here is that instead of fully seeding, perhaps, or just lining the natural flow of water that existed with metal, they've done what is, they've really just kind of shoved a metal pipe into the ass of this gargoyle. It's, as we'll get to later in the story, whether that is what you immediately think is up to you. I don't think there's really any other way to visualize this. There's no other way that a big metal pipe would get in there. So it's like, I'd say, looking at it, longer than the length of the gargoyle entirely is this pipe sticking out. Very prominent. Very prominent.
It kind of looks like there's one of those scenes in Monty Python where they're playing the trumpets. The heralds are playing the trumpets out of their ass. That's that's kind of what it looks like to me.
Agreed.
Yeah. Looks like a cannon deploying, some sort of secret weapon. And so it's sticking out, obviously. Once people saw that, the general consensus by people was like, hey, it looks like you shoved a huge metal pipe up that gargoyle's ass. And they didn't like
Which
that.
is like what they did. Like,
yeah.
that is also a fair description of how they reinforced this part of the cathedral. So
Yeah. They're calling it, they've slammed it as the quote suggestive. I think it is much more than a suggestion. It is a reality. And so the architect behind it said he's trying to push it on everybody else. This is one of those stories where all roads lead to a paywalled article on the exact quote that I'm getting here. But basically, they put a pipe up this gargoyle's ass. Everyone is thinking, hey, it looks like you shoved a pipe up that gargoyle's ass. And his response has been like, that's because you're sick. That's because you're
a sicko.
Yeah, you're a sicko if you think that's what this looks like, which, as Kath said, it's not just what it looks like. It is also physically what they did to fix this. Like, they slammed some epoxy on the end of a pipe and shoved it up there, as far as I can tell. So, yeah.
Like, that's something a pervert would say.
It's kind of something a pervert would do, and you did it. So
Yeah.
I like that I found an article here where it's from El País, which I guess is a Spanish newspaper because this took place in Spain.
The Spanish newspaper.
The Spanish newspaper. They asked the administrator of Gargopedia, a gargoyle focused.
Oh, I'm browsing Gargopedia.
It's an Instagram account. It is very good. I did follow it as soon as I found out it existed. So Dolores Herrero is the one she's an art historian who started Gargopedia. One of her followers says, quote, when a brain can't take any more, aberrations like this happen, which is very cryptic to me. What's going on with that? That person needs to ward off some gargoyles, I think. That's very cryptic. This is translated from Spanish, so like it probably means something, and the article contextualizes that as a negative comment about this, but unclear.
Yeah, negative about the people thinking that it looks like a sodomized gargoyle, or people that are the people that built
tell.
it.
I think it's supposed to be negative about the people that built it. I would say it's a clumsy solution at best, and removing all the secondary, meaning and information from it. It's still not something that's like seamless. You're not like, wow, you can barely tell it was restored. There's like a pretty prominent change to it. This is the architects. Fernando Cobo said, the critics who slammed the quote suggestive rain pipes, they simply have perverted minds, and has said, there has been controversy because there is a buttock. And makes me wonder about the plurality of the word buttock.
Yeah.
I think that's just one cheek, right? Because it's buttocks. So
that's my understanding, yes.
Buttocks.
I would love to be in a position to give a quote. That's an incredible sentence. You have like a cool job if that's the, if the newspaper is calling you about buttock controversy.
Have none of these people ever seen an ass?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's his full quote.
Look in the mirror.
There's controversy. I do love this guy where it's just like, oh, just because there's a butt there, everything has to be gross. And it's like, well, kind of. I mean, it was also originally gross.
Kind of a shorthand.
It was like, yeah. Like, I mean, a wide asshole is always kind of a gross thing.
It is like it is like goatsy-ish. It's not.
Yeah.
If you're going to ride my ass, at least pull my hair.
No, right?
Well,
that's a deep cut on the soundboard.
Patty's screen goes blank. He's just blurred.
I'm smoking
his
pure
whole
brick. Ass. Okay?
But that is his final statement as he goes, if you see a sodomized gargoyle where there is a spout, which does really feel like an old saying. Look, if you're looking for sodomized gargoyles and all you see is spouts, forest for the trees, says if you see a sodomized gargoyle where there is a spout, there is not much I can do. I am an architect, not a psychiatrist. Which is...
Yeah, this is really a Rorschach test for society. That's what this guy is saying. It actually says a lot about society that you...
He's so focused on the fact that, like, in his head, this is like symbolic, and it's not. It's physical. It's not like a symbolic, appearance. It is like 100% what is happened, and it looks like, Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, there's
just that. It's again, it describes not only what it looks like, but also the process by which it was made. So like, sorry, man. This isn't like a suggestion. Like I said, it's goatsy like. It's not like goatsy like when people like are like, oh, it's goatsy, and it's like an ad for yogurt and there are two hands around the bowl of yogurt or something. It's like, this is a distended asshole.
Yeah.
But hey, that's what they wanted. That's why they built them like that. This is totally in line with like what gargoyles are supposed to be about. So I think it's fine. I think that's
just
the
lean
defense
into that.
tack I would have taken. Yeah.
Yeah. He should have just been like, I kept the, intent of the original architects, which is to have a nasty little guy shitting water out on the side of off the side of a building.
Exactly.
So, stand on business a little bit.
Stand on business. Precisely. Should we do number 3?
Business stands on me. That is the Gen Z Rodney Dangerfield. Check it out. Django, one of my favorite recent pieces of internet stuff.
You got to wash your ass.
Number 3.
Number 3 comes to us from Iguana Helium Cube. It's about the World Cup. The World's Cup. It's all here. It's all happening. A guy got a red card last night for covering his mouth while saying something, which is something that was apparently drilled into all of the players, and he did it anyway. Also, the same guy who did a horrendous flop and I believe got carded for that as well in the U.S. game, guy from Paraguay. So really a
flopping.
Wonderful tournament for that guy.
Red card for doing the bullshit like he did.
Well,
that.
Apparently it's because my understanding is, and I have not followed the sort of implementation of the rule or why it came about, but a lot of slurs being said, racist stuff, and this way you can't deny saying it when somebody it's harder, or they just assume you said something really bad, basically.
That's so disappointing because I feel like a lot of the story of this World Cup has been how tickled foreigners are by like where they are stationed in the US, and then how delighted Americans are to have them.
Yeah.
Like all the Japanese guys in Dallas and like, it's just like, it's awesome. Well, it's so great.
That's what this story is. Yeah. No, that's like an international play rule. That's not like it didn't like start happening in the World Cup and they implemented it.
Oh, no, I just meant like,
thing. Yeah.
I just meant like, don't be like the fact that they're being racist to each other is like, come on, this was like a nice,
the
global thing that we all want to be friends.
It's what it's what it's supposed to be, and it's supposed to be like you show off you show off where everyone shows off where they're from, and it's like a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we have like a 26-year-old freak posting on the DHS X account, "Our soil, defend the land," whatever. It's like awesome. That's so cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. It really makes me feel good about things.
Don't be when your government starts talking about the soil. That's like a huge problem.
You simply don't do that
unless they're doing some kind of agricultural project. That's a very bad sign.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So this is a story about another government agency, but kind of in a fun way, even though it's the agency that most of us are annoyed having to deal with, the TSA. And so there's a lot of World Cup tourists that are discovering, as Cass said, American food. Look, I mean,
in American humidity. Sorry about that. I feel like
true.
That's tough for them.
That's true.
I hope they're seeing the light about our philosophy toward air conditioning, though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, that's a pointer I would have for the rest of the world. Sorry, I know it'll kill the planet as well, but if you guys could just crank those a little bit, that would be super helpful.
I did see a thing that was like, here's the big differences, like other countries notice about American tourists. One of them was like, they always want air conditioning, and I'm like,
and cold drinks.
Shouldn't you? Like, why don't you want that? Why would you not want that? I don't understand.
I will say, like when I was in Thailand, in particular Thailand, I think because I was in Bangkok, which is like very industrialized, like compared to other places I was. They have malls bigger than I have ever seen. Like every mall is the Mall of America. It's crazy how big they are. And they keep those motherfuckers at like 58 degrees. They are so cold. And keeps people coming for sure. But
the malls love it.
But so there's they're discovering a lot of stuff. And look, I mean, whatever you want to say about the U.S. on the global stage, one thing we can do is sort of artificial flavoring, that food science. That's still, I think, at least we're a world.
It's the only
leader there.
science program we haven't cut.
That's right.
King of
Science.
Other countries are obviously killing it on the powders that taste like complex things. I'm thinking specifically of Asian countries, but I mean,
dude, cumin lamb flavored Lay's, unbelievable.
Yeah. Right?
How do they do it?
How do they do it? What's going on? But so one of the things that a lot of tourists are discovering is ranch dressing, which look, I think everyone on here enjoys. I'm a big proponent. Are you not, Eli?
I'm not, but I'm not going to derail this.
Are you not
I
either?
Let them have their
I
fun.
don't like it either.
Never mind.
Sorry.
Okay, sickos. Okay,
I know where I understand that this is an aberration, and I often it's not that I dislike it. If I'm served ranch, I'm not sending it back, but it's not. I'm going blue cheese with wings. I'm not getting it on salad, but I'm not kicking it out of bed for eating crackers.
You gotta dip that pizza in there. You gotta get no. All right, well, whatever. I'm a food scientist, not a psychiatrist. So that's a you guys problem.
You're sick.
It is. I understand that. I am rejecting my birthright as an American by not enjoying it much, but
yeah, a lot of people are saying, we got to get this stuff. Why don't we have this stuff? And
they're developing the hunger for ranch.
Right.
They're insatiable.
The reason you don't have it is probably your stringent food safety regulations.
Yeah.
That's why our food is so good. Is it's full of stuff that's banned.
Yeah. Don't worry,
you gotta get this pink slime back to Japan.
The only government project they seem to be actually focused on is taking away the silly stuff that makes stuff. So that's cool. Thank you so much.
Good. Yeah.
There's a guy who I guess a German influencer who's been reacting to calling Taco Bell the Holy Land.
I've seen this guy. Yeah.
Referring to Raising Cane's, saying lives were changed by his platter. And so lots of these people are they're loving ranch. They're loving all this goofy stuff that we, I guess, take a little bit for granted and know that we're not supposed to be eating constantly.
It reminds me of that video of the British school children trying brisket. It's we get to do that for the whole world.
Yeah. Right.
Which is,
the
I
one
feel
where they
like
Popeyes.
the Algerians in Kansas City, they got to be loving that barbecue. I feel it's huge.
Yeah. There was a Japanese guy who I saw take a bite out of a huge rib. And while everybody was basically, and also he chugged a buzz ball, which I thought was really funny. It's we have to introduce you to our finest things. Here is a
buzz ball and a beef rib,
neon blue buzz ball.
Dallas barbecue, baby. Look at the plenty of America. Look how many straws they put in this drink for me. This bowl, this scorpion bowl.
No,
I will say also,
yes, Dallas barbecue, the real barbecue.
Right, they're going to the chain Dallas barbecue, which I don't think is even based in Dallas. I feel like that is not Dallas.
I think it's only New York.
It's like how in Canada, a big pizza chain in Canada is called Boston Pizza. And it's how did this happen?
Yeah, what are you talking? Yeah.
Dallas Barbecue is a New York City chain. So it is truly, they're
only in New York, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Known for barbecue.
I also enjoyed a post someone said it was I think it was a Japanese tourist in New York, and they posted a photo on maybe X the Everything app or something, and it was of a 7-Eleven sign, and they were like, how comforting to see a 7-Eleven that we can, and then someone replied and was like, do not go in there. That is not what you think it is. Do not go into the 7-Eleven here.
That's for us to do the reverse reaction. That's when you go to Japan and they're like, they have a cot I could sleep in. It's perfect. They have everything.
I could get my taxes done here. This is crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, those 7-Elevens really. The ones in Thailand are great too. It is the mecca for. I feel but that's the thing is, I want the Japanese guys to go to Buc-ee's because I feel like that's
they did go
somewhat equivalent. Did they like it? They had to.
They were just it was just photos of just the scale of it, and it was the guy was
it's a mall.
It just was I think the caption was just this is a gas station, a bunch of exclamation points, because it was a huge one too that has that the one where it's
pumps.
trucks gas up there, so there's just a long it's borderline outdoor back rooms level gas pump spread. Yeah.
Oh, cool! You can take a shower here. This is so sick. All right, so The
They have
TSA
holes in the bathroom to pass each other delicious food.
No.
Right. Oh, you can pay for sex here. This is insane. You can get everything.
Yeah.
America has a wonderful thing that they're called lot lizards. That's what they call them.
There was a hole in the bathroom door, and to make sure that we didn't injure ourselves while visiting, it was covered with duct tape all around the edges. How thoughtful.
Yeah. The TSA posted on, anyway, kind of seizing on this, and in a weirdly friendly way towards, people that are not from this country, which I guess but they said, basically, they refer to it as diplomacy. Fair enough.
Cute.
With a dash.
Cute.
Ranch is the king of condiments. The world is slowly discovering ranch. Pairs perfectly with pizza, wings, fries, onion rings, quesadillas, crackers, chips, vegetables. The list keeps growing. If you're kicking around the idea, there we go, flying home with your favorite dip, it needs to be in 3.5 or 3.4 ounce containers. Please avoid chugging your ranch outside security. The airlines will check it for you. Your carry-on wasn't made for 4 bottles of ranch and a taser. There was a check note somewhere in there, but I'm not reading that part. That's interesting. So that's like the last person from the Obama White House is working at the TSA. Like they somehow managed to survive all of the cuts and replacements with psychos. And they're just like able to do the cutesy kind of stuff. But I think that's nice.
Yeah.
That's what that's what this should be like. It shouldn't be defend your blood and soil from the hordes or whatever
right.
they're posting over there. It's a soccer game. So it's a football match, I guess I should say.
3.4 ounces. Yeah. 3.4 ounces is probably the smallest container of ranch that's ever been created.
I mean, it would be funny
America.
if Hidden Valley like frantically rushing out like a TSA approved travel ranch.
There's got to be travel ranch because like there are people who definitely like need it on hand at all times. Hot sauce in my bag style.
Ranch in my bag swag.
I feel like very swaggerless to have in your bag. Ranch. The opposite.
Ranch. Yeah.
I gotta cool this down.
Yeah.
Too spicy.
Need a little relief.
Oh.
Can't leave my purse in the car.
Yeah, definitely not. Do not leave that on the front seat in full sun. It's
A bunch of
not
3.4 ounces of various dairy-based things in my bag. That's ranch, right? There's got to be dairy in it.
I think it's maybe buttermilk. Yeah, I think there's buttermilk.
It is buttermilk. It is.
that would make sense.
I mean, in theory, it's buttermilk.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming from, coming in the Hidden Valley things. I don't know. There's obviously some preservatives and
Lecithin
emulsifiers,
or whatever.
etc.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. What would you, if you had to like bring, let's say 3 sauces or condiments from the U.S. to the world, what would you pick that we've got?
Marco Polo style?
Yeah.
3 sauces or condiments?
Prometheus style, really.
Prometheus style. What's your black goo? What do you feed to people?
I haven't the other one, but yes, that's true. Yeah, Prometheus dipping a fry in ranch, and then the guy just falls into the waterfall and dissolves.
He's Prometheus who stole ranch from the gods. Cursed humanity evermore. 3 is hard. I feel like legitimately good barbecue sauce, because they probably don't have like a really
Ken's.
solid one.
Ken's
Steakhouse.
Yes.
Yeah, I would do like a really good like homemade independent. I like a lot of vinegar in mine. I would do that for sure.
Yeah, I think
I would also do like the sauce that like every fast food place has, like a Shack sauce, a Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, sure.
Like one of those. Chick-fil-A.
Burger
I do love
sauce.
those. Yeah, burger sauce. And then like I feel like you have to do ranch, but
I mean, the presumption is
hot
that
sauce like a Tabasco.
Well, that's what I was thinking, and then I was like, well, I guess it's. I mean, Cholula, I feel like shouldn't.
Yeah, Cholula better.
Other countries that'd be like, why do you think that's yours?
Well, that's what I was gonna say, because I'm like, which hot sauce? And it's like they're all like from somewhere else, like like they're all from a tradition of somewhere else.
You know what I'm picking as my third one? This is a little wild card, but real maple syrup. That's what I'm bringing. Yeah,
see, this would be fucked up That would be, I think we got to get into like substances, because I would also say sausage gravy. And I don't know if that's a sauce. And it
I think
definitely
that
wouldn't
counts.
come, you'd have to have a special spout because you can't squeeze it out.
Check
And
this
sausage
out.
gravy is also one of the things that's been popping up on these posts a lot too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like I saw one that's like, you know, and they, like, as they say, like, it is what it is. Like, it was like a Japanese tourist who was like, thought that they messed it up because they brought it to him and he was like, what's wrong? And they were like, it just looks like that. Just eat it. And then
Don't look
Yeah, it
at
looks
it.
like it looks like it's not done. It's definitely
Yeah.
one of those foods where like if it's not piping hot, get it away from me.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
turned into something else.
Somebody threw up on my plate on the way out of the kitchen. It's like, no, it's good. Eat it.
It is good though. I bet they like it once they try it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's true.
White
the sauce.
sauce.
I mean, I. What was that one?
White
What'd you
White
say?
sauce.
White sauce.
Oh, sure, white sauce, good.
But that's like halal.
Yeah.
They
That's
own
what the
that.
trouble is. Like,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
problem is like we're not really. I think it's more what your desert island sauces maybe is a better question. Although
The
you have
thing
to have
is,
something
though,
to put
I
them-
do feel
put in
like
them.
That's ours. Now I invented it.
I do feel like halal
Shelby sauce.
white sauce. I do feel like halal white sauce is American. They don't have it.
yeah,
other
it's probably
places.
got that vibe. Like it's like General Tso's or something where it's like,
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
It was, you know, cooked
Shelby
up here.
sauce.
Shelby sauce.
Special Shelby sauce. My special sauce.
What would I bring? 3 bottles of Shelby sauce, of course.
What is it? Just try
As
it.
much as I can get it.
Give it a shot. That pink sauce from TikTok. That's one that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that,
That,
like
like,
somebody went to
poisoned
jail
people?
over or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say ranch. I would say, I mean, this is hack, but I would say like a Heinz ketchup. This is ketchup.
Sure.
This is what ketchup is.
That I think they have. I would have obviously, yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah,
but
I mean,
think-
they have their
most-
weird
they have all
vinegary
of
ketchup.
this.
They have the Heinz ketchup. This is what ketchup is.
Yeah.
I guess
I'm
I'm
with
thinking
you with
like if we imagine that globalization had not happened, and you're bringing like sauces that represent America, like a cultural emissary to another
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, I think it's
Heinz.
it's going to be all Southern kind of stuff probably.
Probably,
if it's like
Yeah.
if we're going to call it like homegrown, quote unquote. Even though
But
obviously
ketchup is, I
Yeah.
feel like, a pretty American thing.
yeah, but tomatoes are not
yeah.
even from here though, right? So like there's
Yeah,
all
they are.
kinds of. Are they originally from here? I thought
They're
tomatoes are one of the ones that I don't
They
know.
went the other way. It was
They went the
Columbian
other way.
Exchange. I think. I might be wrong, but I thought they
Yeah.
were here. No, you're
But it
probably
would-
right. Potatoes and stuff went the other way.
It would have to
Tomatoes
be Heinz for sure. It would be fucked up if you went to a different country and you found it that like their idea of good ketchup was like Red Gold or whatever that shit that you get when a place doesn't like spring for Heinz and you're like,
Well,
oh,
Red
no,
Gold,
no,
I think the reputation Red Gold has is a little. I would say more like a Hunt's is what you're thinking
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, you don't want to be none of that.
By the way, tomato originally from Mexico. So there you
So
go.
there you go.
Yeah.
So,
It's
we
well,
have a melting pot this country, it turns out.
Melts into a delicious sauce. Turns out.
Shelby sauce.
Shelby sauce.
Sauce.
Well, yeah, this is nice. I enjoy.
Yeah,
this.
there's lots of good stories like this. It's actually really nice, and I have to say, knock on wood, I'm sure there's stuff happening on the margins that has been, but I mean, this has been a pretty good, all things considered, there's been no horrific stuff jumping out, as far as the people getting, seized at the airport or whatever, what
Yeah.
I mean? I mean, there was that ref they didn't let in, which was, bogus, but
horrible. Yeah.
there's it's nice that there's positive news about interaction with our wonderful government at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm in a very specific media market for this stuff, but like all of these like sweet stories about people coming over and kind of welcoming, like American hospitality, welcoming these people. I feel like all the feel good stories about it like signify that a tide is turning. I mean, like Trump did just like fully capital L lose a war that he started. I feel like a lot of this stuff is like outside of the total diehards, people are like waking up from the spell of being horrible.
Kath,
At least I hope so.
we can agree to disagree here. Total, complete victory is my understanding. That's what and it's been that way since like the first weekend. So that's
Yep.
my understanding.
Bent them over a barrel.
You're going to
so
get
speak.
tired of winning, Patty. You'll be tired of winning.
Oh. Hey, if you're enjoying this normal episode, why not check out our bonus episode? This week we talk about many things, including some video game Reddit reviewers who are ruining the reputation of a Seattle hotel.
Plus, what weird things have people said to me this week that are shaking my confidence? Find out.
You can get all that plus our regular feed with no ads at patreon.com/whatatimepod. Check it out.
Number two.
Speaking
of places we came in recent wars.
Number two.
Number two. This isn't a place we came in a recent war, I don't think. This is from New Zealand. Did we fight them?
Number two.
Number two.
Number two.
Oh,
we lost.
places we came. I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a bit
In
of
the
word
ranking.
play. Number play, even, really.
Silver medal in that war.
Yeah.
Number two comes to us from Frog and Toad, our friends in the Discord. The mileage this person is getting out of that is really
The power of punctuation.
Delightful, really. Yeah, so this story, as you know, in line with the username reptile related, this is a story about tiny geckos in New Zealand. These guys live on the Coromandel Peninsula. Patty, did you go there?
We did not.
That
That was one of the places we did not make. It's kind of a little bit more of its own part of the trip.
Out of the way, and
yeah,
it looks like here it's like across from Auckland, but it's like all a national park. Like there's like kind of nothing over there except beautiful nature and cute geckos. So yeah, these little guys, they're really good at camouflage, and they're pretty rare. I think they like only live, like a lot of stuff in New Zealand, it like only lives in this little place, which I feel like reptiles are really good at, because in Austin, there's a salamander that only lives in Barton Springs, which is a pool that hundreds of people are in every day. And yet this salamander is like, they're like, yeah, it is endangered and it only lives here, but everyone can still go in the pool because it's doing fine. So
yeah,
it
lives off skin cells, sloughed off skin cells. So
it actually
it's
eats
great.
Sunscreen runoff.
Yeah.
So it's really
it eats
good for
beer
it.
beer koozies.
Yeah, its main food is dropped Choco Tacos. So keep going.
Yeah, so this guy, this little gecko, he lives only over here in this little part of New Zealand, and they're trying to track him, and it's really difficult because they're very elusive and they're very good at camouflage. They look like dry leaves, basically, or like sticks. I'm going to send you guys a picture. And scientists have found a way. They have figured out when they catch them, they are putting little backpacks with a radio transmitter on them so they can track them. So they have a little self-adhesive tape that they make a little harness out of, and they put it on like a little backpack under their arms. And that way the scientists can track them. And I think that's really nice and cute. They're like they're like the lizard version of sadly recently departed Bone Bone. Did you guys see Bone Bone died this weekend?
R.I.P. to Bone Bone.
I did not.
R.I.P. to Bone Bone, who his little backpack was totally delightful.
Praise be to Allah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another thing I find really delightful about Bone Bone is that he's Thai, and the Instagram captions about him, if you translate them to English, his owner calls him Brother Bone, which I really like.
Brother Bone. Mm-hmm. What the forgotten member of Bone Thugs and Harmony, Bone.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And it's this radio backpack, and I immediately imagine like what the kids in Stranger Things were like when they're biking, and the big antenna poking out of their backpack. Mm-hmm. This is definitely tape. I do feel. I mean, I don't want to be but I kind of expected something a little more subtle, which I guess I shouldn't have, given that they're described as tiny radio backpacks. Because I feel like usually when they're trying to track something, part of it is to make it like not interfere with their day-to-day life.
Not cumbersome.
Where
no, they fully just like wrapped tape around this guy.
Yeah, and also the fact that they've developed like incredibly effective camouflage does feel like maybe that's central to their survival, and now they have what is a big piece of white and red tape like on them. Gonna make it like notably harder to blend in with the sticks and leaves. I feel like they're gonna find a lot of these backpacks in the stomachs of, predators that have finally found these guys.
That's a very good point. They're like, they're so hard to track, so we put neon yellow jerseys on them.
Yeah, we've helped ourselves.
We put Lakers jerseys on them.
They got them pennies.
Yeah, they got the pennies. Man, you ever smell that penny bag by accident?
No,
stinky.
Not good.
Real stinky. Sometimes you got to be the one that collects the pennies, and that's a bad job.
It's actually illegal for any of those to cross the threshold into a home. They have to live. They're not allowed to be in a home. They exist only in gyms and schools.
They live in a locker room.
That's right. I don't know. I mean, I don't know for sure. Maybe if some kind of bird might be, but I mean, the weird thing about New Zealand is that like
there are no predators.
Right? Like there's things are. It's like Eden or something. It's in a lot of until like some mammal that's also cute comes over and basically starts absolutely destroying all these birds that don't even know that they're right. Like, oh, something might want to eat me. I didn't realize that was a possibility. Well, too late.
New Zealand is basically like a forbidden golden corral to all other mammals. They're just like it's the great buffet in the sky.
They're just like, dude, these guys don't even have ribs. They don't just get you. You can just get in there.
Yeah, you don't even have to chew. You just pop them in your mouth. They're amazing.
Just a whole, like just nuggets all around. Delicious, different nuggets.
It's an island of nuggets.
No one has found out about. No predator has gotten there yet. Nugget Island.
I mean,
right next to Grimace Island is Nugget Island for the McDonald Land universe.
It's just tendies, top to bottom. That's all they got over there.
But yeah, I'm glad that they're they want to know what these guys are up to. Like, what are they doing when we don't see them? What's going on?
Where do they go? What's happening?
They didn't even know they were existed until like the turn of the century, basically.
97.
Yeah. So they gotta, what have they been up to? What are they planning down there? They got to make sure. They got to know. So
yeah,
I'm in favor.
That is one way to frame biological science. Is just like we're just getting up into other animals' business. You know?
What are you doing?
What are you up to? It's like the NSA for animals. They're just spying on them.
I mean, it's certainly with an eye, especially given the way the New Zealand sort of cultural, the way they treat it's with an eye towards preservation for sure. You know what I mean? It's meant to be like so we can make sure that we're not disturbing your habitat and stuff like that. But it is funny that they're just kind of like one guy comes in and it's like what the other geckos are like what is that? And he's like what? He's like that huge thing on your back. It's like oh that I don't know.
It's like the feds making him wear a wire.
Yeah, exactly. They kill him for snitching.
They take him to get made. He's all excited.
I can't do this anymore. Yeah, right. Yeah,
I'm taking it off. It's too obvious. Will they cover that up?
And they're throwing up before the big meeting.
Yeah, now they send him back. They're like, well, that didn't work. We're going to send him back with an overcoat with a baggy sweater on so that they don't notice.
He's wearing the hidden camera hat that Homer was wearing. Just my simple.
Yeah, that's what I feel like I was watching a show where the first time this ever happened, and I was like, "Thank you." Where there's always they put people undercover and they always have an earpiece in, and I'm like, "Is nobody looking in ears?" Like if I thought there was a mole, I'd be like, "Everyone, show me your right ear." And then if somebody had a big fucking flesh-colored plug in there, I'd be like, "You're gone, dude. You're out of there."
What is
finally
that?
Somebody was like,
"Oh, I've always had that." I've always had that.
Yeah, I'm hard of hearing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a very specific polyp that's not a wire. That's not a curly wire sticking out. That's a hair. It's just a gross thing in my ear.
It's cauliflower ear.
Don't look at my growth.
From when I was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was very pleased. Finally, somebody on a show was like, I'm taking this out. It's really obvious. And I was like, thank you. Somebody finally gets on it. But yeah, so that's what this gecko is like. Hey, man, you guys got anything slimmer? A little more slimming, maybe? Than This is one of those classic things where you expect that they're using some sort of science tape or something. It's straight up masking tape from what I can see. It's it's a very standard tape.
It's like that tape that's also a bandage. It's like what you'd put around your ankle if you sprained it, pretty much.
I mean, it straight up looks like he has a lav mic on. It looks like he put a lav mic, like he's going on morning TV.
He's doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's asking somebody what their job is or how much they pay for their apartment. He's one of those man on the street guys.
Oh yeah.
He's doing subway takes. He's just gonna sit on the Metro card, just ride it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Number uno.
Let's do it.
And this week's number one reason to say what a time to be alive.
100% agree.
This one comes to us from Baseball's Oldest Virgin, and it's sort of the other side of the ranch story in some ways. It's the people who are taking care of our wonderful nutrition and everything. The people that we trust the most they're all stinking up the place, apparently. So I guess there's a diet that's become a fad among all of the higher ups in the government, and it's a weight loss diet. So they're all giving themselves body dysmorphia. I guess I'm not sure what's going on there, but and it's RFK, JD Vance, Howard Lutnick, Sean Duffy, all your favorites. They're all just eating this diet that is heavy on sauerkraut, kimchi, grass-fed steak, no alcohol, no sugary foods, but they're just wolfing down these various fermented cabbage items, and it's apparently disgusting.
It's the fart diet.
That's smelling like a penny bag, dude.
Protein farts to protein for the smell. Sauerkraut for the volume.
And this is because there's some doctor who, let's see, I'm not sure if he was somebody who was already up there, but he's the one who, and he says, well, apparently it's causing some, quote, domestic friction, which makes sense. And
some friction, no matter what domestic is. It doesn't matter about the building or how important the building is. Any room, really, not friendly to this sort of diet, I don't think.
Speaking at an event in Michigan, RFK claimed he lost 20 pounds after following the diet for 30 days. He said Vance is on the diet. You can see how different he looks. Now, you can insert your own RFK Jr. impression to those statements. I don't have the I haven't really perfected mine, but some kind of weird halting, sounding like something's malfunctioning kind of voice. And he is said to be such an advocate of it, RFK, that he carries a stash of sauerkraut when he travels. This is something that his wife has said.
Oh no! Ziploc baggie of kraut.
And
pulling that out on the plane.
Yeah.
Well, okay, this is
stay on Air Force
landing.
One. Actually,
this is such a wonderful.
The only guy we're like, no, don't fly economy. Actually, we are happy for you to take a private jet with your stinky shit.
This is such a wonderful little anecdote from Katie Miller's podcast. Katie Miller, of course, the wife of Chief Ghoul Stephen Miller.
She has a podcast?
That's like the main thing she does now, I think.
They all have podcasts, I guess.
They have a podcast that nobody watches, and it just exists to interview, to do favorable interviews with, the most powerful people in the country, basically.
Right.
So, which is cool. So it's, she said, we'll be in the car dressed up. I have my little clutch, right? One of my good bags I only take out every once in a while because I want to keep them nice. And he'll hand me a bag of sauerkraut and say, can you put this in your bag? Again, insert the impression there. And I'll say, I actually cannot. So that classic wife problem when your weird husband wants to put a bag of sauerkraut in your purse.
Yeah, that's really the least of what she signed on for, being his wife. But his voice sounds like he's drying up as he talks. Like he's turning into sand or something.
He's one of the three
all the
body
moisture is being.
He's a 3-body problem. He's one of the guys from the planet.
Yeah,
that curls
up. He sounds like the tiger that turns into a cave in Aladdin. That's his voice. It's crazy.
Disrespectful.
That is a form of turning into sand, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess also,
or someone who's getting in the middle of being petrified, who's like this. Everything sounds like the last thing someone says is the petrification reaches their neck.
Yeah, it's like if Han Solo could talk while he was being encased in carbonite. That's how he would sound.
So I guess Kevin McCarthy, one of our favorite guys as well, former House Speaker, said he's on the diet as well. It's not just people that are in the White House, but yeah, this guy.
It's wannabes as well. It's hangers on. People trying to talk to them about their sauerkraut diet.
Yeah, I have no idea who this guy is. I assume he's basically just like a podcast doctor. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know. But these guys are all doctor. These guys are all, putting their total trust in him, and I hope that it does really well for them. I wish them so well, and I hope that they don't have any sort of gastric or other personal distress from any of this, and that it just gives them everything they want.
All these guys
none
really,
of these guys
like,
explode.
In their diet stuff, like the unifying thing seems to be that they all are trying to like speed run colorectal cancer. Like that's the main. They're like, who can get it first? That's what we're trying to do here. But we'll be very buff until our assholes rot out of our bodies.
You know how cavemen had a really good life? We got to be like that. That's how we got to be.
Yeah.
I guess sauerkraut and kimchi have fiber, but it's lacking. It's definitely lacking for them.
It's it's like the old Dorito diet or whatever that I cooked up, where it's just like, it's thermodynamics. Yeah, I mean, if you can eat as much sauerkraut as you want, and if it's less calories, you will lose weight eating sauerkraut.
If that's your goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your farts will drive everyone you love away from you, but
would it
has that not happened already for half of these guys?
That's true. Yeah, and it wasn't
acid.
Not the people who love me, who are definitely numerous.
Yeah, and my priority in life, given all of my decisions.
I feel like you're gonna strip all the enamel off your teeth eating nothing but sauerkraut. You're just gonna completely.
I want to make sure that when I'm eventually in court for whatever they decide to put me in court for, or on Capitol Hill for another Epstein, inquiry, I want to make sure that the court reporter, whoever's make sure they get the stink lines that are coming off me, the green stink lines.
Yeah, I want their microphone to turn into a burned match like Looney Tunes.
A cloud of green gas around me at all times.
I want the Slimer effect around me.
I'm making green goblin juice in my belly, and I'm spraying it on Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's a defensive tactic.
Yeah.
When you're threatened, you spray the sauerkraut acid on on the press.
This is like the diet of like a lizard that would spit at people to survive.
Yeah.
Like the sort of thing that to drive
it's Gollum food
predators.
adjacent. I'll admit that. I do eat a lot of kimchi.
At least Gollum had a more varied diet. Like at least he's eating different rotten stuff.
Just eating a raw fish, but like not how you think.
Yeah, not in the omakase way.
Yeah, we're eating only Hakarl here. It's surströmming only in the Oval Office now. Jesus, how can they have these diets and nothing happens?
That's the thing.
Nothing that anyone wants to happen.
No, of course not. We're not wishing anything on anyone. We're just saying logically something should have happened by now.
Some kind of
everything.
You wouldn't want anyone to get like a really painful ulcer or something.
No.
You wouldn't want any of that. That sounds terrible.
Every nutritional advice I've ever received has been definitely don't have more than one filet of fish a day. And then they're doing that, and it seems to be fine. It's a bit unfair, I think.
Well, that's the thing that I would like to see. That's too bad that it's come, because they could just stop doing it unless Trump catches. Because this seems like a perfect scenario where he compliments them for looking good, and they basically now have to be afraid that they're going to start looking a little puffy. And again, it's very funny. It's all coming from him, obviously,
right?
From the best looking man alive.
A melting pile of goo.
Dude, JD Vance.
I do think you're right, though. They're all. I mean, this is sort of people talk about this as sort of a broad societal thing of now men are dealing with the beauty standards that women have dealt with for a long time. But I love the idea that Trump specifically is giving them all eating disorders. That is kind of delightful.
Mincing around behind the desk in the Oval Office, giving negative reviews like that guy who does the red carpet outfit stuff. I mean, that's basically what he's like anyway at this point.
That's what he should have been.
That's what he should have been.
He would have loved it. He would have been so happy. Just talking about bad food restaurants.
Complaining about
nipples pointing out.
The Tonys, exactly.
Dude, just JD Vance wearing big shoes that don't fit him that he got gifted, slamming sauerkraut, just this house elf fucking existence.
Yeah.
Living like fucking Dobby, dude. What is...
Yeah, might as well have a collar with bells on all these guys.
It's everything he ever wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh my
All
God.
it took was the weirdly kind of keeping your wife at arm's length and sort of having to defend her against all of your biggest fans as well. It's a wonderful existence, and I'm so glad that everyone who promoted that book and him being raised his profile.
Yes,
that was
thank
good
you
as
so
well.
much. Thank you to Amy Adams. Very glad to have him be a guy.
It's something we all had to
about.
read to understand, because it's coming from a man of principle, a man who really believes certain things and is not just a complete substance that will fill any sort of container that he is told to fill, as long as it advances him, higher up. So that's cool. And
he's a cool guy.
He's just a cool guy.
Yeah,
that's really what I'm
guy.
trying to say. He's got
Everybody
he's got
agrees.
cool eyeliner on. He's just a cool guy,
He seems comfortable in his own skin, just really at ease.
He seems to be in his own skin, frankly.
Yeah.
That's something we can all agree
it
on.
seems like his skin and the being within him match. That's definitely something I would say about him. That he grew that skin himself, and
that's the highest compliment you can give.
Yeah, you look at RFK Jr. You go, that guy's got the right amount of skin. That's the amount he's supposed
and
to
his
have.
skin and whatever's trying to get out of him, those are the same. That's the same guy.
That's why you said body dysmorphia, and I'm like, well, RFK Jr. looking in the mirror, you should be like, something is wrong.
Something's going on here.
Yeah.
And look, the ideal way you want to look is that if sort of white gloved arms came out of your ears and then 2 feet came out of your chin, you would just be a California raisin. That's how you want to look, I think.
You want to look whittled.
And that's
you want to look like a chainsaw sculpture. That's what you want to look like.
Because the California raisins are pretty cool. So,
I mean, I'd vote for him.
Let's check their politics.
I have.
We made this mistake before.
Shelby sauce.
Shelby sauce.
That's what they're all eating in the White House. They're eating Shelby sauce.
They're on the Shelby sauce diet.
Oh my God.
Shelby's making so much money. Hand over fist. He's convinced these people.
What is
hospital
it? Just eat
straight out of hospital straight out of The Walking Dead. Dead inside, do not open. Just empty bottles of Shelby sauce all over the floor. Finding lore about Dr. Shelby's having us try his new sauce
about Shelby sauce. Let's do plugs.
Great stuff.
We gotta go.
S-Virus.
Like and subscribe.
Y'all ready for this?
Find our Patreon bonus episodes, merch, Discord, and more at whatatimepod.com. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at whatatimepod. Check out Kath's other podcast, Lie, Cheat, and Steal, about liars, frauds, thieves, and bullshitters. Theme song by Naughty Professor. Thanks for listening, and best of luck.
I'm going to be in Austin this weekend doing Master Pancake shows. So come to that. We're doing 2 shows of Midsummer at 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday at the Alamo Drafthouse Village on actual Midsummer, which I think is cool. We are also doing Silence of the Lambs as a late show, I think one of those nights. And then we're doing a Choose Your Own for Sunday brunch. So bring your movie choices. We'll pick one and improvise it on the spot. Check it out.
I don't got much, but you can watch me on Twitch if you want, twitch.tv/pig_dog, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 3 p.m. I've been streaming regularly. I'm playing the new James Bond game. If you want to watch that, check it out.
I saw in the James Bond game, you can a guy pisses on you because he's pissing off a ledge and you're kind of below him on the ledge. So check that out.
I haven't got pissed on yet. I'll look for it.
Check it out.
Nothing from me. I would just say that I read a headline that tetanus is on the rise. Tetanus is coming back. Check out the last time you got a tetanus shot. Maybe ask your doctor if you need to get your titers checked or something. Get a booster. Don't get tetanus.
Tdap. Yeah, get that Tdap. That's our message. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.